Pokemon trainers, Rhyhorn riders, Pokemon champions, league champions on the road to victory. What is up? Welcome back to the Bros and Badges Daily Podcast. We are so excited to dive into, yes, some more Pokemon Champions content because Pokemon Champions is taking over. It is the meta. It is the scene. It's what everybody's talking about. Even my mom is talking about it. Not true. But anyway, Joe, today I kind of want to just look back at this first week of Pokemon Champions. It has been a week since the game came out. What are our thoughts? How are we feeling about it now that we've had a chance to dive in? We've lost some battles, we've won some battles, we've built up some teams. I've actually stuck pretty much to my core team from the beginning, by the way. I will say I'm sticking with Palafin. I'm sticking with Gengar. Something about it, I like setting up Gengar with a little bit of icy wind, a little bit of speed control. I like I like Zero to Hero, that ability. I just feel super cool when I swap out my Pokemon and then I swap them back in and they do extra damage. I don't know, I'm having a blast with that team. I have tried out some different teams. I was actually running Mega Caesar for a minute, and I don't know, I just kept getting destroyed, so I went back to my other team. We talked a little bit about this yesterday, kind of that loop, and I'd say that's how it's been for me a little bit, just testing out different teams, different versions of it. Funnily enough, I transferred a bunch of Pokemon from Pokemon Home. I have not used any of them yet. I haven't used any of them, and I know they're going to be more powerful than my current team. I literally know because I've built them to be more powerful. But I've had so much fun just testing out this team that the game kind of threw at me from the beginning. And then just swapping out Pokemon here and there to see if it changes it up. I don't know. I'm having a blast. But yeah, that's how I feel about it so far. I'm in Ultra Ball rank now. I'm at the bottom of Ultra Ball, but I'm doing it. I'm probably gonna be on this loop for a while. But yeah, I'm having fun, man. One week in, and I will say it was tough. I struggled for a long time in Great Ball. There's some good players out there. And also, there's just so many different strategies, so much going on. But yeah, what do you think about it 1 week later, Joe? How you feeling?
Yeah, man, being on the other side of this week of the first initial release has been, it's been kind of crazy. It's been a crazy ride. Funny enough, I too am still with my starting team. I went Armarouge though.
Oh,
of course,
yeah.
my boy.
Yeah, boy.
And yeah, I mean, it's been really fun. I think it's been really fun trying to learn the team that they give you. Funny enough, we kind of spoke before the game released that one of us was going to try to put a lot of money in, and the other was going to go free to play. But ironically enough, I think both of us have kind of been just riding out the free to play because it's actually been that good.
Exactly.
Which is kind of the first thing I want to talk about with this first week is, yeah, the game kind of surprised me in a lot of ways. Maybe not so much gameplay wise. That's pretty good. That's everything I was expecting. But more so kind of how I was going to play it. It's really interesting. I too have not used any Pokemon from Pokemon Home. I've been kind of treating Pokemon Champions like a standalone game. I enjoy my time recruiting. I weirdly enough love the gacha aspect of it.
The recruiting is so much fun. I agree. Yeah.
It's fun. It's cool. It gives you kind of that hit of gambling because we got to teach the kids to gamble. It's definitely it's a really fun loop, and I know we spoke about that in a previous video, but I've really enjoyed this week. It's been very surprising. I have not been lucky enough to make it to Ultra Ball rank, but we're also playing different types of games. You're more of a doubles, I'm more of a singles. So what's interesting is I feel like even the way we're playing the game has been very different. The kind of gimmicks and gameplay that I've been trying to value and build my team around is very different from what I've seen in doubles, which is obviously the main VGC. But I've been having a lot of fun in singles, and yeah, I think for its first week, it's really shown me that it has a lot of surprises in store. And genuinely, I can't wait to see what this game is in a couple of months. We already have 1 week, and we've already settled into certain metas. People have kind of picked their favorites. We're starting to see teams show up a little bit more often, especially in the higher ranks when people they're all meta players. So I'm interested to see how that shakes up because, again, only being a week in, everyone's still kind of fresh. Everyone's still trying to find their footing. But yet we still manage to see these metas pop up. So, yeah, I've been enjoying it, man. I think the game is hella fun. It's everything I've wanted. I'm still hoping for more updates. We haven't heard much about what the full roadmap of it is going to be. But yeah, I think for its first week, it's, although there's been some places it's tripped up, whether it's people complaining about the graphics or certain bugs. I think in many other ways, it's been a very successful first week. I think a lot of people are playing, a lot of people are enjoying their time, and I think it's pretty well received for a Pokemon game. And that says a lot, because you know how these games like to get absolutely thrashed when they're released. But yeah, so that's been my first week. I'm having a good time, man. So
absolutely,
not much to complain about.
Yeah, and I will touch on what you said. I feel the same way. I've just been playing the game differently than I expected. We had mentioned that we were both going to do, one of us was going to do like a paid approach. I was talking about doing the paid approach. You were talking about doing the free approach. And then we kind of went back and forth. And then the funny thing is, once we started playing it, like I realized it was less gacha than I expected. Like I don't feel the need to pay a lot of money or to get like a pass or all this stuff. We're going to talk later in another video about how to play it for free. So we're going to dive a little more into what even that looks like. But the funny thing is, we can already tell you definitely can play for free because that's how we've been playing it. There are things that I'm like, okay, obviously the items cost a lot of money, like VP, and if you were a paid player, you're going to get access to those quicker, yada, yada, yada. But yeah, just I'm playing it way differently. I thought that I would just be like destroyed. I wouldn't have enough Pokemon. I wouldn't have enough items. I wouldn't have the ability to train Pokemon. But the game gives you a lot of VP actually in interesting ways that you don't expect. And I always end up with a little more VP than I expected. Not as much as I'd want, but more than I expected. And so yeah, I've just been playing it very differently. I thought that like Pokemon Home was going to be my biggest source of, Pokemon. I was just going to build teams from that. And then as soon as game gave me my initial team, I kind of had that feeling I get in a Pokemon game, like a mainline game, when you like build your team and you're kind of like, oh, but I like these Pokemon now. I like Palafin. I like Gengar. I don't know. It's just like I'm having fun. Like this is kind of my team. And so I haven't really strayed too much from those two. I've swapped out other Pokemon here and there. But I felt like that's kind of the core of my team, and at some point I'll switch it up. I know I will, but yeah, I've had more fun than I expected, and the loop is just super fun in terms of like battling and like re-recruiting. I love going to the recruitment farm. Yeah, I don't know. It's just a lot of fun. Like you said, Joe, we're playing it differently than we expected. And, yeah, but I'm really interested to hear from you guys too. Like what you all think of the game so far. What does one week look like for you? Are you having fun, or have you not started yet? Maybe watching these videos is what you need to finally dive in. But yeah, guys, let us know your experience so far, and we will be back again on another Bros and Badges podcast. So look out for that. But until then, Joe, Bros and Badges, we out of here.
We out.